In a world obsessed with speed, performance, and constant innovation, one car dares to redefine what it means to drive smarter, not just faster. Say hello to the 2026 Honda HRV Hybrid, a vehicle that doesn't scream for attention but quietly earns it with style, substance, and sustainability. As the automotive industry continues to evolve, Honda is proving that you don't need a massive engine or flashy supercar curves to make a lasting impression. You just need precision, practicality, and purpose. And in this next-generation HRV, Honda has taken the familiar and made it extraordinary. It's more than just an update. It's a complete reinvention of what a subcompact SUV can and should be in 2026. The HRV nameplate has always been about balance. Not too big, not too small. Not too flashy, but never boring. And now, it's been re-engineered to meet the demands of a future that cares as much about fuel efficiency and eco-conscious design as it does about comfort and daily usability. At the heart of this transformation is Honda's powerful hybrid technology. But before we explore what makes this machine so dynamic under the hood, let's appreciate the design language that turns heads before you even start the engine. One glance at the 2026 HRV Hybrid, and you know this is not the same SUV we've seen before. The front end now features a larger, bolder grille, framed by sharply designed LED headlights that don't just illuminate the road. They define its character. This is the face of Honda's next-generation design ethos: sleek, aggressive, and forward-thinking. The front fascia is lower and wider, giving the car a grounded stance. The LED daytime running lights, DRLs, now stretch with a precise angularity, injecting a high-end aesthetic typically reserved for more premium segments. Along the sides, sculpted shoulders and bold body creases add muscle and motion, even when the car is parked. And while Honda has modernized the C-pillar design, that signature kink that defines the HRV's silhouette, it still retains a familiar DNA, bridging old-school loyalty with futuristic ambition. Around back, the LED taillights have evolved into longer, horizontal shapes, bringing a wider, sportier appearance to the rear profile. Paired with a redesigned rear bumper and a more aggressive lower valance, the HRV Hybrid now has an athletic rear end that speaks softly but carries a bold punch. But this story isn't just about looks, because under that sculpted hood lies the next-gen hybrid powertrain, and it's where things get truly exciting. Honda has once again turned to its HEV system, a proven and reliable hybrid architecture that doesn't just add electric power for the sake of efficiency. It actually enhances the driving experience. Unlike traditional hybrids that feel like a compromise between electric and gas, the HRV Hybrid uses its electric motors to complement the internal combustion engine. In fact, at moderate speeds and acceleration, the SUV can operate purely on electric power, delivering a quiet, smooth, and surprisingly responsive ride. The dual-motor setup enables seamless transitions between electric, hybrid, and engine-only modes, providing instant torque when needed and silent cruising when preferred. This system is brilliantly engineered. The petrol engine doesn't directly drive the wheels in all situations. Instead, it often powers a generator that in turn feeds the electric motors. That means the HRV Hybrid acts like a sophisticated EV in many urban driving conditions, and yet offers the range and refueling ease of a traditional gas vehicle. It's the best of both worlds. And in a time where full electrification is coming, but infrastructure still lags behind, this hybrid strikes a perfect balance between eco-friendliness and convenience. Expect the HRV Hybrid to come in multiple trim levels, including the base LX, the more athletic Sport, and the feature-rich XL. Each step up the trim ladder will bring enhanced tech, comfort, and visual flair. Starting around $27,500, the 2026 HRV offers a tremendous value, especially considering its efficiency, space, and advanced tech suite. And that price may fluctuate based on market demand and dealer supply. But one thing is for certain: Honda is delivering premium-level features at a price that undercuts many competitors. And for those who crave more adventure in their lives, Honda isn't forgetting you either. Much like its big brother, the CR-V, the 2026 HRV Hybrid will reportedly be offered in a trail sport trim, bringing more rugged features, underbody protection, and possibly an enhanced AWD system tuned for light off-road capabilities. It's not meant to be a hardcore rock crawler, but for weekend getaways and gravel road explorations, it's going to be a solid companion. Inside the cabin, Honda continues its recent trend of clean, horizontal layouts with tech that's intuitive rather than overwhelming. Expect a large digital driver display, a crisp touchscreen infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and plenty of USB-C ports for charging. The materials are expected to be soft touch where it matters, and smart storage solutions will make daily commuting easier than ever. Honda knows its audience, urban drivers, young professionals, and growing families who need a vehicle that's reliable, versatile, and fuel-efficient without sacrificing looks or fun. And let's talk about safety. Honda's sensing suite of driver assistance features will be available, if not standard, across the lineup. That means adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, collision mitigation braking, road departure mitigation, and possibly even traffic jam assist for those slow-moving urban commutes. Combined with a strengthened body structure and Honda's ongoing focus on crash safety, the HRV Hybrid will be one of the safest vehicles in its class, an increasingly vital consideration for younger buyers and families alike. So what does this all add up to? The 2026 Honda HRV Hybrid is not just a fuel-sipping subcompact SUV. It's a well-rounded, forward-looking machine that blends the best of tradition and innovation. It offers a fresh design that stands out in a crowd, a hybrid system that doesn't sacrifice performance, and a user experience that feels connected, convenient, and comfortable. And perhaps most importantly, it does all this while staying affordable. In an era where inflation is making new vehicles increasingly unattainable for many, Honda is offering a compelling alternative. But more than anything, this new HRV is a signal. A signal that Honda is not just participating in the transition to electrified mobility. They're leading it, one practical innovation at a time. While many automakers are betting everything on high-priced EVs, Honda is building a bridge to the future that today's buyers can actually afford to cross. With the HRV Hybrid, you don't have to wait for charging infrastructure to catch up. You don't have to worry about range anxiety or premium EV pricing. You just get in, drive, and enjoy the ride, knowing you're making a smarter, more sustainable choice without compromise. So when the 2026 Honda HRV Hybrid arrives in showrooms, sometime in late 2025 or early 2026, don't be surprised if it flies off the lot. Because in a world of rising costs, ecological uncertainty, and technological overload, the HRV Hybrid keeps things simple. It's the kind of car that doesn't demand attention. It earns it. And in doing so, it just might become the new gold standard in the subcompact SUV segment.